Yes people, welcome to Visions in Tokyo with me, Johnny Dub, and today I'm going to be exploring some of the suburbs around Shimokitazawa and some of the surrounding areas, armed with my Leica M6, and attached to that is the 35mm Summicron f2 lens. I'm also going to be shooting a box of Fujifilm Pro 400. Now sadly this film's been discontinued, but I did manage to pick up a couple of rolls, and whenever I see it I will obviously try and pick them up because it's a great film to shoot with. I'm also trying something different today. I've not been too happy with some of the POV footage that I've been getting with the GoPro that I've been using, so I'm trying out using a DJI Osmo Pocket 2, so hopefully that'll provide some better results. You can be the judge of that. I mean, if you think so, leave us a comment down below. But with all that said, let's take the M6, hit the streets and see if we can get some cool shots. Peace! Okay, so as I mentioned, this is the first time using the DJI Osmo to record with, and I just want to preface this video by saying that because I'm new to using it, I still have to tweak some of the settings, and it didn't quite come out as I'd expected. So often my hands are blocking the camera, it's not pointing the same way, but I'll get it sorted for future videos. But anyway, yeah, this was the first shot that I took of the day. Just a nice shot into the sunset in the distance. Nothing spectacular, but yeah, it looks all right. And at this point I'm just really warming up, so kind of wandering the streets, and I saw this nice old building, and just to the left, see now the camera would have been better if it was just turned slightly to the left, but like I say, I'll get all this sorted. But yeah, that was the shot I got there. Again, nothing special, just warming up at the moment. So now here on the other side of the road I saw this young girl wearing this kind of beautiful blue robe or something, and her mum. So I caught a quick shot of them in front of this old building, and again it's okay, nothing special. And here to the right you might be able to see there's a young boy who'd climbed this, it looked like a dead tree, and I thought it could make quite an interesting shot. So unfortunately the camera just sort of drifted down as I walked towards him, so you don't really get much of a view of the actual boy. But that was the shot I took, and then I thought, well, maybe it was a bit busy in the background, so I decided I'd go and try a second angle, and I think I was much happier with this one. Again, still a bit busy in the background, but yeah, that was the shot I got of that there. And now here, as I was walking down the road going past this car park for buses, I saw these two guys walking up towards this pool of light, so I just waited and caught them as they went into that pool of light. Just trying to make use of these little pools of light. And here, just again, nothing special, just a little bike parking area next to a house, but I quite like the blue shade over the top of it, so grab that. And again, another one sort of pointing into the sun. Now I'm not too great at shooting into the sun, it's not one of my strong points. So if anyone's got any good tips for shooting into the sun, you can leave them in the comments down below, I'd much appreciate that. And again, another example of the camera position not being too great, so my hands are kind of blocking it up. But yeah, like I say, I'll get all that fixed in future videos. And yeah, here, again, nothing special about this shot. I just happened to see this guy stood outside his house. He's coming in on my left now, and he kind of was just looking up at the sign, and I caught a little picture of him there. And now a bit further up the road I came across this beautiful old, I think it's a Chevrolet or something like that, and there's a couple of guys with some motorbikes stood out front of this vintage store. So I thought it could make for an interesting composition or two. Again, apologies for the camera, but like I said, we'll get it fixed. So I took that first one. I quite like the fact the guy's looking towards me as he's reversing his bike, and then I went in for a bit of a closer shot of the actual the car here. Yeah, pretty happy with that. It'd be better for the second one if the guy wasn't in the shot, but you know, the street photography, isn't it? You can't control everything. And here they had this row of arrows pointing one way, and I saw a guy on a bike coming in the opposite direction, so I thought it might be quite interesting to have him go in the opposite way from the arrows. again. And again, walking in towards the light, this mum and a kid came across on their bikes, and I like the contrast with the red and the jacket and the yellow in her basket, so I just took a quick picture of that. The frame is not too great, I'm not too happy, and the car in the background would be better if that wasn't there, but it is what it is. And here, just again, a couple of people stood in front of a bus stop. I just quite liked all the lines in the background and tried to kind of frame them within that space. And yeah, here again, just saw this little scooter parked up in front of this sort of decrepit concrete with some pretty bad graffiti on the wall behind it. So again, just thought I'd make a little shot of that one. Now here, as I was walking towards an area called Sanganjaya, I came across this little really old style shop, and there was just one shopkeeper in there who was pretty busy, and I just kind of waited for a while for him to look up towards me. But I really love these old style shops, you know, the layout, it's just fantastic. So yeah, I managed to catch that. I'm quite happy with that shot. And again, just quickly turned around because I noticed in the corner of my eye this other little shop front, which I quite like the look of. So again, just grabbed a quick photo of the guy. Again, not happy with that one at all. The framing's no good. But yeah, and then came across this giant King Kong or gorilla holding a girl outside a Konbini. So I thought it could make for quite an interesting shot. I tried to get it so that the power lines were all kind of intersecting in the foreground as well. But it's okay again. Framing could be better, but you know, that's why I'm out here practicing. Again, just another little shot front. I just waited for some people to come and fill the frame on the left. There was a woman there in a long overcoat, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to have her and the guy just sort of fill in the frame on the left. But again, framing could be better, but you know, it's all just practice, this. Oh yeah, here there was some people just having some cup of coffee in this window, and I really like the lighting set up in there. It's kind of moody, so again, I kind of grabbed a quick shot of them through the window. I like the colours on that one. I like how that one kind of turned out. And then there was this kind of leading lines of this pathway with some pedestrians and some joggers on it. So again, I just sort of waited for the jogger to get more central into the frame. Took that photo there. A little bit better with the dynamic range there than the other ones looking in towards the light. Okay, so now I was starting to kind of getting warmed up now, and I came across this takoyaki shop, which is these kind of octopus balls that they sell out here, and took a little photo of the guy in the front there making the takoyaki. So yeah, again, I quite like that. It's a bit of a frame within a frame, and this was just one crossing the road. You know, stood in, I think I got told off by a guy because the lights had changed, but it's all good. I can play the tourist card. And yeah, just another little shot front that I found quite interesting. Yeah, nothing special about this one. You know, like I said earlier, you know, it's just practice, so it's just fun. Oh, I quite like this shot actually. This was the side of that same shop, and as I was walking past, I saw the produce in the front and the guy preparing something, and I really like how the colours came out on this one. Unfortunately, the shot here is off to the left, but the camera hadn't turned around, so yeah, a group of people just having some drinks, not paying any attention to COVID social distancing, but it is what it is. But I did like that shot. And here again, another issue with the camera. There was a security guard just stood on the left in this entrance to a underground car park, so I grabbed a quick snap of him. And here I saw this again, another really nice shot front, and these two businessmen walking towards it. So I tried to kind of rush ahead of him a bit to capture them in front of the building. But, you know, again, I'm not too happy with the composition. And this is actually the last shot now on this little trip, and typical taxi shot, taxi pulled up. But yeah, I love these like old style taxis and how well they're maintained. So yeah, that's the final shot. So hope you enjoyed them. Some okay ones, some not so great. Okay, so that was from Shimokitazawa through to Sangenjaya, just walking the streets of the Tokyo suburbs, armed with the M6. You know, this camera is amazing to use if you've never used one. I'd say it's probably my favourite camera to use, just how it functions. It's just so smooth and just operates so nicely. It's not my favourite film camera, but it is certainly my favourite to actually shoot with. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video today, then please drop us a comment, let me know your thoughts. And if you've not already subscribed, then you know, do that, hit the bell notification, all that YouTube nonsense, you know, helps me grow the channel and blah blah blah. You know all that stuff anyway, but yeah, do it anyway if you don't mind, and I would be most happy. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the images, and that's the end of this episode of Visions in Tokyo with me, a very cold Johnny Dub. I'm going home to get nice and warm. Peace.